Tarot. My name is Bella. Today we're going to do your general month ahead reading for the Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Virgo. Take what resonates with you and toss the universe what does not. Well, Virgo, right now I feel like this is definitely where you're being free from the shackles of longing. Whatever you've been longing for some time, I feel like you're not longing for it no more. Something is changing. Let's see where this reading takes us, Virgo. Start with the singing bowl. Take that deep breath in. Exhale whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That's going to help balance your energy, set your intentions, and prepare for the messages, okay? Let's get started, Virgo. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Virgo. What a powerful time. I feel like this is a good energy for you. You might feel like you're going through a very confusing, tumultuous time, maybe a little bit emotionally. But I don't really feel like you are so much. This is really you coming out of that time, I feel like. This is a really positive energy. Let's see. When I was meditating on your energy, Virgo, before I came into the reading, I drew some oracle cards. We have not for you coming out first up. So whether this could be many things, a relationship, a job, an opportunity, something in your life that is necessarily not for you. I got this in my incense, sorry. It's kind of going crazy. At this time, Virgo, something that is not for you, this is like divine protection, right? I know rejection is divine protection, and this is kind of something that if it hasn't been in alignment or it doesn't work out, I feel like that's what you need to be like, oh, that's why that is. Or if you're delayed in something, this is sort of all events I feel like the divine is trying to tell you, yeah, they're orchestrated for your protection in some way. Either, you know, to prevent you from running into a situation, or you know, whatever it is, don't be alarmed by it, but this is the universe stepping in and making you help acknowledge what's not for you. What's not meant for you is not meant for you, and what is meant for you will never pass you by, Virgo. So you're really understanding that at this time. I feel like it's a real powerful energy. We also have happy coming in here for you. I like that as well. This is wish fulfillment coming in, things changing in the course direction that you're actually wanting it to. Positive, you know, new beginnings, and you know, following your greatest desires, your wishes, you know, doing something that you've always wanted to do. That is all prevalent at this time as well, Virgo. You also have new life coming in. Like I said, this is whatever it is that you kind of would, once you start to realize what is not for you, and you start to become, you know, more aligned with what is for you, and you become in a, you know, perpetual state of happiness, right? This happiness starts to come in as you start to blossom your new life. It's like, you know, it follows, right? So be careful, you know, make sure you're manifesting your greatest intentions, believe in them. You also have chaos and conflict, number 33 on the bottom of the deck. Be careful of any underlying energies, or be careful of people coming in to try to kind of stir up the shit while, you know, make things a little hectic for you, Virgo, or make things more complicated than they need to be. If they're trying to stir up conflict, I feel like this is just an indicator, Virgo, walk away. It's not necessary for you to participate or play these games with this person. And it will only continue to aid, or, you know, in more conflict, right? So watch your words. I'm also hearing with that as well, Virgo. That could be an energy. As soon as I came into your reading, I kept hearing the song, Life's a Dance, You Learn As You Go. And I feel like, Virgo, we all do, but this is kind of something that you are, you know, the highs and lows of life, right? We have to embrace them, good, bad, ugly, and different, right? We have to accept that, you know, everything's going to be great all the time. And that is life. That is what it is, right? All right, Virgo, let's take a look at what's coming in for your overall energy. We have that King of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Now, that is your energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We're going to break it all down in reverse, but right now, that's focusing. I really feel like there's a sense of focusing on, you know, alignment here. What's coming in for Virgo? take a look at what is kind of binding, crossing or binding you. Could be what helps or hinders you in this energy as well. You have that Queen of Swords, that kind of bitch energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. You leaving the past behind, that could be a struggle it is a struggle for a lot of people, right? And this is what could be helping or hindering you. That ability to leave the past behind, sort of be cold or calculating, and sort of just no more drama. You don't want it. You're ready to cut that energy off. Now that could be helping or hindering you depending on your situation. We'll also break that down in a second, Virgo, but you're turning towards the future. You're ready. Now there's a king and queen, different suits here, but that could still resemble a power couple. The influencing energy. Woo! For Virgo. Okay, we got Justice card coming in, Libra energy. So balance, that need things kind of being righted here. But there's also, if you look at this card, we'll break this down in a second, but there's a sense of removing the ouch, right? Removing the pain, the things that keep you stuck or stagnant, Virgo. Or repeating the same sort of relentless pattern, right? Taking a look at what is needing to remove the pain, right? To stop living in that sense, balance things out for you, right? So you can move into that new life. The reading, we got that death card, Virgo, Scorpio energy coming out, and be careful, be warned. There's not literal death here, but this is an indication of, transformation. You're going through a deep spiritual, physical, transformation and emotional transformation in your life. You're letting go of the past, sort of what's not serving you is going. And that is also within your own dynamic, right? Within, parts of yourself that are being stripped away, parts of you that you wouldn't resonate with from a year ago. You've changed and your growth game has been quite strong, Virgo. And this is you kind of allowing the last parts of that to come in so you can transform into your greatest, most authentic self here. And it also kind of, indicates this is time for this to be, let go of, right? This, whatever has been, it's holding you. It's at the root of your reading. So this transformation is very much prevalent here. We have that Four of Wands in reverse in the recent past. There was a lack of harmony. There was a lot of disharmony in your foundations in the past. A lot of, shaky foundations. I feel like something that wasn't, meant for, a long time necessarily, a season, a reason, not a lifetime. And it shook your foundations, what you believed in. That is an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. It could be a sign you're dealing with. Could be, the ones in which this happened in. We have the Three of Pentacles in the near future, Virgo, collaboration, working as a team, also a sense of focusing on, your money, your wealth. But you're really sort of collaborating in whatever you do. Now this could be, or just, opening up to new perspectives as well, new people, new ways of thinking, new ways of doing things. This could be very prevalent for you at this time, Virgo. Just opening up your horizons in some way to expand something or other here. And the overall energy. Ace of Wands, new opportunities coming in for your overall energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius again, but this is a passionate new start, a passionate new beginning, one that you feel very positive about. You're striving forward with great success here in that energy. Let's see, environment for Virgo. It's a very much a very big potential opportunity, right? There's new growth and possibility here, and you see that with that new life and happy. You're being led to some great success here, Virgo. That Queen of Pentacles coming out, double queens here again to Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now that is the King and Queen of the same suit out here, so definitely representing a power couple. That's in your environment, so that also could represent sort of, a nurturing dynamic, a mother, some sort of feminine energy. Doesn't have to be feminine, but that kind of comes in with a nurturing, strong sense of what you need, growth, kind of helping you get back on track in some sort of way, focusing on, that could be you as well, Virgo, because it is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, whether you're masculine or feminine, but you're focusing on, nurturing yourself, health and wealth here is quite positive. We have that, look at that, another ace up here, and the Ace of Pentacles coming out here for you, a Taurus, a Virgo, Capricorn. This is in your hopes and fears. Now, your hope is obviously abundance. Your hope is that new, you know, sort of opportunity coming in towards in regards to maybe work, a career, but it's going to lead to an abundant harvest, and you're sort of, that is your greatest hope. But I keep hearing this is your greatest fear too. Now I'm not sure why that would be. Really not a lot bad about that, but I keep hearing, well, maybe when they realize that's not what they wanted, when they get it, it's not what they wanted. So if that's what you're going through and you kind of feel like, well, maybe now you got something and it isn't necessarily what you wanted, now that you have it, that's time to take a look at that. And what you truly want in life. We have that Nine of Cups as your outcome coming out in reverse, Virgo. You know, your wishes are just on the precipice of filling. This is your happiness. Every possibility of your new life is here, but there's something that is sort of hindering the step forward. The wish, you know, to go through. We have the Five of Cups in the bottom of the deck, and the Seven of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and the Fool card. You're resisting following your heart, right? Because you're still, you know, you're kind of, part of you is still stuck in the past. And the grief, the disappointment of the past, you don't want to relinquish it because that's what you've been holding on to. That's what you know, essentially, I feel like, in a way. And in order, you know, that's maybe what's causing the internal chaos and conflict as well, Virgo, is the sense of, well, you know, the past, I feel like for some of you, if you feel like you're not holding on to the past, you're going to forget the lesson that it taught you in a way. And I don't think that's... So this internal conflict, you're battling head over heart. How do you forget the past? How do you move forward? You think you have, but for some of you, there's a sense of still being quite shackled to some sort of remnants of that. Can I clarify that King of Pentacles in reverse for Virgo? Hierophant, Taurus, or energy coming in. So tradition, this could be around a marriage, involving a marriage, or this could be deeply rooted, you know, traditions or morals within yourself, again, or with some sort of religious being. But essentially, I feel like could be, you know, I mean, it could be even some sort of mentor information coming in, but there's somebody offering information to you, offering you, you know, a way of being, a chance, a spiritual, you know, connection. Is Taurus energy, King of Pentacles. It could be dealing with Taurus. Can I clarify that Queen of Swords, please, for Virgo? Clarifying that Queen of Swords in obstacles for Virgo. We will grab a White Light Oracle healing message at the end as well. So then I will read that short passage from the book because it's quite powerful. We have that Queen of Swords coming out to clarify the flippant Queen of Swords. One's upright, one's in reverse, Virgo. Struggling with mind and heart, I feel like that part of you wants to be that cold, sort of decisive energy, letting go of the past, but you're struggling with it because your head and heart, you're almost afraid to remove the ouch because you don't know what's going to replace it. You know, can I clarify that Justice card for Virgo? The Sun card comes out. Once you balance out this energy, once you remove the source of this what's shackling you to the past, your wishes are there. You have that happy, that new life coming in, and the Sun card. Every opportunity coming in here, every possibility indicating that you're on the precipice of something huge. But whatever you're doing, whatever you're resisting or remaining stuck in the pain of the past is becoming a choice almost in a sense. And I don't mean that to be harsh, but can I clarify that Death card? This is what needs to transform, is this reluctance to let go. Here we have that Seven of Pentacles coming out in reverse. You're not rooted in your foundations, not rooted in your sense of self here. And that's what's causing this lack of abundance, you know, the harvest from coming in is essentially because you're not completely fulfilled this transformation. You haven't completely let go. And you know, it's like you're trying to prove to the universe you're faking it, you're making it here, and they're just like, no, you're still making it, and you can't fake your way through the healing process, right? You have to really work your way through it. That Four of Wands in reverse is being clarified by the Four of Swords in reverse, Virgo. You're worried about your foundations in the past. You were worried about what was real, what was wrong. You know, what was keeping you up at night was the foundations that were shaking underneath you. You couldn't get footing there, in a sense. That is a powerful, you know, master number as well, 44 coming out. Can I clarify the Three of Pentacles for Virgo? The Magician. See, you have the ability to manifest, right? And sort of alchemize your greatest intentions going forward. But you should, you know, consider collaboration. It's not the worst thing in the world. Consider getting a new perspective or a new teacher, a new opportunity coming in for you. You will manifest your greatest desires, but I feel like it is going to come with a little bit of needing to collaborate, either with the universe, your higher self, or whatever it is. But you're going to need to collaborate and sort of put your, you know, this new life into being here. We have that Six of Pentacles coming out to clarify the Ace of Wands. That is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Again, this is a sense of you're on that precipice of grabbing some sort of new opportunity, new wealth here coming in. Seizing that, but you're almost, you're about to a little turn to it here, Virgo. Is it some opportunity that you just don't see quite yet? I'm not sure. Can I clarify that Queen of Pentacles for Virgo? That Hangman coming out, perspective, getting a higher perspective. That's coming out in your environment. You could need to get your higher, you know, perspective on your environment and sort of how you're going to go about nurturing it with that Queen of Pentacles into being. What needs to be nurtured and what needs to be let go of here. Can I clarify that Ace of Pentacles for Virgo? You know, once you get clear about what needs to stay, what needs to go, you're going to, the resolutions come a lot quicker than you think, right? Because it's just, you're still in a state of indecision. And we have the Queen of Pentacles out again. So you have double queens out here. You have 4 queens on the deck right now. 2 doubles. So you have 2 Queens of Pentacles and 2 Queens of Swords. You're sort of rooted in, you're trying to nurture, right? You got this in your hopes and fears. You have that Ace of Pentacles clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. So you're trying to nurture your wealth and your new opportunity into being. Whatever keeps you so stuck, I don't understand. We have that Nine of Cups in reverse as your outcome. You're, like I said, this is internal chaos and conflict. You know, there's a real sense of Three of Pentacles coming out, needing to collaborate here. The success comes in your collaboration in something, in your willingness to be, you know, equal partner in something, to put, you know, balance and work life. Eight of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck in reverse. You need to focus on hard work and what's going to make you happy at the end of the day, and look at what's, you know, really not for you in this time, Virgo. What is, you know, being kept from you is necessary. Is whatever is rooted in your traditions here, whatever you're focused on in terms of money or wealth or family life, you have to get your sort of head around it again, right? I feel like that King of Pentacles in reverse is saying, Virgo, hey, focus on what's important to you at this time. You know, you have this traditional value, a sense of hard work pays off, and I feel like for some it hasn't felt like it's paying off for you in some ways. This Queen of Swords coming in, and then clarified by that Queen of Swords, you have to let go of the past. That you have to, you know, really truly release the past. It's coming up for many, you know, the collective this week as well, because you're getting, you know, right to the core of your emotions. But this is what could be helping or hindering you at this time, is that, you know, cold, calculated sort of protecting your heart energy, what's needed for you to protect your heart, is coming out kind of aloof, kind of cold, distant. but you have, you know, that ability. This is not hard, this is not easy won victory. You've been through it. You also are very receptive into the nature of everybody's feelings around you. And it's, you know, you need to do what's right for you. You need to remove that ouch. Look at that. You know, removing that sort of bee sting there. As you can see, removing the stinger, right? You have to take, you know, you don't get stung and just wait for it to heal itself. You do something about it. You have to take the stinger out, and that's sort of saying what I feel like is repeating here. You have to remove the ouch, and that's what's going to create the balance within yourself. And that ultimately is what will get you this Sun card, that new life, that new happy energy. But there's a pain, there's something in the past, whether it's the loss of, you know, job, whatever it is, family, friend, relationship, that is seriously keeping you from going forward into that Sun card energy. This need to transform, this Death card energy, let go of what is keeping you stuck and stagnant, and even in terms of yourself, looking at the ways you've grown, transformed, moved forward, you know, as well as what you nurture, right? That Seven of Pentacles coming out in reverse. What you know, put your effort towards will pay off. But there's a sense of a little bit of a, you know, immediate, you know, looking for that immediate sense of gratification, that immediate sense of the hard work paying off. I feel like you're struggling in that right now. You're not getting that immediate gratification. That's making you feel a little bit more uneasy. The Four of Wands in the recent past, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, is disharmony in your family life, your relationships, you know, that sort of house, that family, the beautiful horizon. It was rocky, it was shaky, it wasn't what you necessarily thought, and that caused a lot of internal conflict within yourself, because that is inevitable with that Four of Swords coming out in reverse. A lot of worry, a lot of sleepless nights, a lot of wondering when, you know, the shoe or the rug or something's going to drop or fall, right? There's a sense here of you really understanding that that is an internal worry. Three of Pentacles coming out with the Magician. You have the ability to alchemize what you want. You have the ability to manifest what you want. It's going to probably come through a sense of collaboration. This could be with you collaborating with higher self or spirit, or just people around you being open to collaboration and new perspective, in fact. And you do have that, it is right crossing to the Hierophant. That could be an indication that maybe there could be a mentor of some sort of religion or spirituality sense coming through to you as well, to offer some new perspective. Ace of Wands, new opportunity of abundance is coming in. This is one that is deeply in following your passions. This is deeply what you want. It's hard won, it's victorious, but again, it will be abundant, but you gotta, that can't be the reason why you're doing it. Now, I feel like focus, you know, yes, focus on money, but focus on the end result and the outcome, and believe that you already have it, and then you're going to see it just manifest that much quicker right now, Virgo. So that's the sense of you really understanding that this is going to come through deep power of intentions right now. Your environment, the Queen of Pentacles, this could be you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but this is all about nurturing health, wealth, and money. Health, nurturing, and being at a pivotal point where you're totally okay with who you are. You've been through it. You're coming through that. You're gaining it through a new perspective with that Hangman. Maybe this is going to put you into pause, reflect, and look through what life is really about, right? You have the Queen of Pentacles clarifying that Ace of Pentacles. There's new opportunity and abundance. You're going to have to nurture it into being. This is definitely going to come through some hard work. The Queen of Pentacles has put in her hard work. She's not just waited for everything to come her way. She's really put in that dedication, that hard work, and now the harvest will start to pay off for you, Virgo. Like again, the Three of Pentacles, another clarifying energy. It will come through collaboration. This wish fulfillment, this Nine of Cups, is coming in for you, Virgo. But it is going to come through collaboration or opening up your mind or perception to be willing to see something different than what it is. You know what I'm saying? Right? Taking a look at what could be there. New perspective for you, this new life, right? We're going to grab a moon card. We did just have that new moon in Taurus yesterday. So hope you set your intentions, Virgo, but this is, you're definitely got a lot of double energies, a lot of collaboration. You know, the universe is really showing up to show you that this is definitely for you, right, at this time. That's why you have clarifying cards, right? It's time for you to sort of be open to this new perspective that's yours, Virgo. We have the
Look at that, 33 coming out. The blue moon prophecy, Virgo, powerful time. This is exactly where you're meant to be right now. And this is changing in a powerful, very powerful way for you. We have number 2, the wolf moon protection. You're definitely divinely guided and protected through this spiritually. You know, as you sort of, accept the prophecy that is yours through this, Virgo, this is a time of growth and transformation. And another master number is 33, and that blue moon is rare, right? Jump on this opportunity, because you know that saying, once in a blue moon, that is that, right? It's an opportunity that is very rare, so don't miss that opportunity. This is prophecy, this is divine, this is orchestrated for you, so, you know, make sure you're open to what it is that's there for you. We're going to take a look at your White Light Oracle healing message for Virgo. I will read the short passage from the book. It's very powerful, and I promise that you will give you a world of good, Virgo. White Light Oracle healing for Virgo. That one slipped out of my hands, so I'm not going to. Sun and Rising, Venus and Virgo. Okay, we have a Cupid dissolving number 2. I'll see if there's any messages for you. Way too many of that one. Okay. Alright, number 2. Grab the book. Wow, it is time to let go. Things are working out in their own way. Trust that your heart is wise and is leading you, whoa, Virgo, on a soul healing journey and the right spiritual path. Spirit wants to bring you a blessing and a resolution, but you must let go and allow it to happen. Wow. Events are unfolding according to a higher plan. Even if your plans are going awry, know that all will come together at the right time and in the best way possible. Surrender your struggle and hold on to your faith, Virgo. Wow. Yeah. Until next time, Virgo. Namaste.